Detailed overview of the Select, the power of extreme criteria. Select, the power of extreme criteria, is a chapter in the book, Essentialism, the Disciplined Pursuit of Less, by Greg McKeown. In this chapter, McKeown explores the significance of setting clear and extreme criteria when making choices and decisions. Here is a detailed overview of this chapter. McKeown begins by emphasizing the importance of being selective and deliberate in decision-making. He suggests that setting extreme criteria allows us to filter out non-essential options and focus on the most valuable and meaningful choices. The author introduces the concept of the power of extreme criteria, and explains that by raising our standards and applying rigorous criteria, we can make more informed and effective decisions. McKeown encourages readers to identify and define their core values, priorities, and goals. By understanding what truly matters to us, we can establish the foundation for setting extreme criteria in alignment with our essential priorities. The chapter explores the idea of saying no to good opportunities in order to say yes to the best ones. McKeown emphasizes the need to eliminate the non-essential and make choices that align with our highest priorities and values. The author introduces the 90% rule as a way to evaluate options and decisions. According to this rule, if an option does not meet our criteria to a 90% or higher degree, it should be considered a no. McKeown suggests that setting extreme criteria helps us avoid decision fatigue and analysis paralysis. By establishing clear guidelines, we can quickly assess options and make choices with greater clarity and confidence. The chapter discusses the benefits of setting extreme criteria in various areas of life, such as career decisions, personal relationships, and daily commitments. For example, applying strict criteria when considering job opportunities to ensure they align with our long-term goals and values. McKeown explores the idea of trade-offs and the importance of accepting that we cannot have it all. By setting extreme criteria, we acknowledge that choices involve sacrifices and that focusing on the most essential options leads to greater fulfillment and success. The author discusses the concept of non-negotiables and the power of establishing clear boundaries. By identifying and prioritizing non-negotiable elements, we can make choices that honor our values and protect our time and energy. McKeown emphasizes the need to overcome fear and external pressures when setting extreme criteria. He encourages readers to trust their instincts and have the courage to make choices that align with their true priorities, even if they go against societal expectations. The chapter explores the value of simplicity and minimalism in decision-making. By setting extreme criteria, we simplify our choices and focus on what truly matters, reducing complexity and overwhelm. McKeown suggests using the "if I didn't have this opportunity, what would I be willing to do to acquire it?" question as a way to evaluate options and assess their true value. This helps prioritize choices that align with our essential goals and aspirations. The author discusses the role of intuition in decision-making. By setting extreme criteria, we create a framework that allows our intuition to guide us toward the most essential choices. McKeown introduces the concept of unreasonable requests and the power of making bold asks or setting audacious goals. By stretching our criteria, we open ourselves up to opportunities and outcomes beyond what we initially thought possible. The chapter explores the importance of reevaluating and revising our criteria over time. As circumstances and priorities evolve, it is essential to adapt our criteria to ensure they remain aligned with our changing needs and aspirations. McKeown emphasizes the need for discipline and commitment to maintaining extreme criteria. He suggests regularly reviewing and reassessing our choices to ensure they continue to align with our essential priorities. The author discusses the potential challenges and resistance that may arise when setting extreme criteria. He encourages readers to stay true to their values and goals, even in the face of external pressure or criticism. The chapter concludes by highlighting the transformative power of setting extreme criteria. By being selective, deliberate, and willing to make tough choices, we can lead more purposeful, fulfilling, and meaningful lives. In summary, Select, The Power of Extreme Criteria, emphasizes the significance of setting clear and rigorous criteria when making choices and decisions. By establishing extreme criteria, we filter out non-essential options, focus on what truly matters, and align our choices with our highest priorities and values. Through this deliberate approach, we can make more informed decisions, simplify our lives, and pursue what is most essential to us. 20 great points with examples from Select, The Power of Extreme Criteria. Certainly. Here are 20 key points from the chapter, Select, The Power of Extreme Criteria, in the book, Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less, by Greg McKeown, along with examples. 1. Importance of setting extreme criteria. Setting clear and rigorous criteria helps filter out non-essential options and focus on the most valuable choices. For example, when considering a job offer, setting criteria such as alignment with personal values, growth opportunities, and work-life balance. 2. Saying no to good opportunities. Being willing to say no to good opportunities allows us to say yes to the best ones that align with our highest priorities. For instance, declining social invitations that don't align with our core values or long-term goals. 3. Eliminating the non-essential. By setting extreme criteria, we can eliminate options that don't align with our essential priorities, freeing up time and energy for what truly matters. For example, decluttering our schedule by saying no to commitments that don't contribute significantly to our goals. 4. The 90% rule. Applying the 90% rule involves considering an option a no if it doesn't meet our criteria to a 90% or higher degree. For example, evaluating potential business partnerships based on whether they align with our core values and long-term vision. 5. Avoiding decision fatigue. Setting clear criteria helps us make decisions more efficiently, reducing decision fatigue and analysis paralysis. For instance, establishing specific guidelines for choosing what to wear each day, eliminating the need for excessive deliberation. 6. Benefits of setting extreme criteria. Setting extreme criteria allows us to focus on what truly matters, simplify decision making, and avoid being overwhelmed by non-essential choices. For example, prioritizing quality time with loved ones by setting strict boundaries on work-related activities during personal hours. 7. Accepting trade-offs. Recognizing that choices involve trade-offs helps us make decisions that align with our essential priorities. For instance, choosing to forego certain leisure activities in order to invest time and energy into a career goal or personal project. 8. Establishing non-negotiables. Identifying non-negotiable elements helps us make choices that honor our values and protect our time and energy. For example, setting boundaries around personal time by designating specific hours each day as uninterrupted for relaxation or self-care. 9. Overcoming fear and external pressures. Setting extreme criteria requires courage to make choices that align with our true priorities, even when they go against societal expectations or external pressures. For instance, pursuing a career path that deviates from family or societal expectations but aligns with personal passions and goals. 10. Simplicity and minimalism. By setting extreme criteria, we simplify our choices and focus on what truly matters, reducing complexity and overwhelm. For example, streamlining personal belongings and only keeping items that serve a clear purpose or bring genuine joy. 11. Using hypothetical scenarios. Considering what we would be willing to do to acquire an opportunity helps evaluate its true value and assess its alignment with our essential goals. For instance, envisioning the effort and sacrifices we would make to pursue a particular career path. 12. Intuition in decision making. Setting extreme criteria provides a framework that allows our intuition to guide us toward the most essential choices. For example, trusting our gut feeling when evaluating different options and relying on intuition as an additional criterion. 13. Making unreasonable requests. Setting audacious goals or making bold asks expands our possibilities and stretches our criteria. For instance, negotiating for a higher salary or requesting additional resources for a project based on the potential value it can bring. 14. Reevaluating and revising criteria. As circumstances and priorities evolve, it is important to regularly review and adjust our criteria to ensure they align with our changing needs and aspirations. For example, reevaluating career goals and criteria as personal interests and market demands shift. 15. Discipline and commitment. Maintaining extreme criteria requires discipline and commitment to staying true to our values and goals, even in the face of challenges or external pressure. For instance, consistently prioritizing self-care and setting firm boundaries around work hours. 16. Transformative power. Setting extreme criteria can lead to a transformative shift in our lives, allowing us to live more purposefully and meaningfully. For example, aligning daily choices with long-term aspirations, resulting in greater fulfillment and satisfaction. 17. Prioritizing values and goals. Extreme criteria enable us to prioritize our core values and goals, ensuring that our choices align with what truly matters to us. For instance, evaluating potential business partnerships based on shared values and long-term vision. 18. Efficiency and focus. Setting extreme criteria saves time and mental energy by narrowing down options and focusing on what is most essential. For example, using specific selection criteria when hiring employees to ensure a better fit and streamline decision-making. 19. Clarity and confidence. Clear and rigorous criteria provide clarity and confidence in decision-making, reducing doubts and second-guessing. For instance, having defined criteria for evaluating investment opportunities, allowing for quicker and more confident decisions. 20. Aligning choices with priorities. By setting extreme criteria, we align our choices with our highest priorities, ensuring that our actions reflect what truly matters to us. For example, choosing to invest time and resources in activities that align with personal growth or contribute to the well-being of loved ones. These points highlight the significance of setting extreme criteria when making choices and decisions. By raising our standards, focusing on what truly matters, and being selective, we can make more informed and effective decisions that align with our essential priorities and values.